get dragged. But GG Atlas for that
Yeah,
match,
good
man.
game, and happy birthday again.
Thanks, my
Yeah,
dude.
no problem.
Yeah, Nightmare feels bad, but it's okay. It is okay.
I guess good night to
In
everyone in the stream,
Louisiana.
and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Bye-bye.
Just haven't been. Dude, Fanatics. I know I'm a little buzzed right now, but I'm about to spit some real facts for you. If you feel nervous about going to your local, that is 100% legit. I was a little nervous going to my first local. I still get nervous going to them. As in, I hate to admit this, but every time I'm competing at a local, I have to just randomly go to the bathroom. Even if I went to the bathroom 2 minutes prior to my matchup, the fact that I know my matchup is coming up, I gotta go to the bathroom again. I think it's just my body trying to deal with nervousness that happens. But after it happens, me going to the bathroom and sitting down and playing, I still feel the nerves. I still make mistakes. I still mess up. But at the end of the day, I know I can take something out of it. If I see myself playing locally, well, I'll say this. Playing online, it is very easy to write off my mistakes. Like, oh, hey, like, just bad internet. Like, oh, I could have checked that graph. I could have done this and that. However, when I'm playing offline, I see I still make the same mistakes or I still get blown up by the same moves. It reminds me like, oh, hey, this is just me messing up badly. So me going to a local, I use it as a learning experience. I have seen improvement with my gameplay, and it's also just to sit down and talk to other people to improve myself. So I encourage everybody to go to a local. If you go to a local and everyone's just dickwads, they don't want to share tech with you, they don't want to give you tips on improving, and all they care about is just beating you to the ground, then it's understandable to not go there. But if you go there and it turns out you got a cool community, and even if everyone's putting money into the pot for the tournament, if they're still cool with talking with you, having a conversation, and just being in a community, then I say it's worth it to everybody. I 100% believe that deep down. That's why I went to many locals. That's why I spent a lot of money doing that. That's why I even traveled to Evo. I made a bunch of friends at Evo, and I enjoyed the experience. So that's all I really got to say right there. You hope it's not a smash bathroom. That too. Atlas is right. If it's a bathroom full of smashers, then you might need a gas mask. Honestly, like, I'll be playing alone, and then if I start going, I'll get body in front of everyone. Little anxiety. I feel that, dude. You want to know? You want to know how bad it was? So one of my favorite Dragon Ball Fighters players, his name is Shanks. I love his play. He played Gohan and Goku Super Saiyan, 2 of the 3 characters on my team. He played Android 18, which was funny because I play Android 21. They're both females, so in a way we kind of had the same team. If you go by like the memes, I got to meet him. I actually took pictures with him. In fact, let me pull that up right now if I can. I took pictures with the homie, and before Evo, I knew I was in this. Before Evo started, they released the bracket, and I saw I was in the same bracket as one of his teammates. I got to meet my homie Shanks, and it was really cool. It was nice because he spoke to me in his own native tongue. He spoke to me in English, which is not his native tongue, because he's from Spain. Here's the picture, if it shows up. Okay, I bring it down. So this is me and Shanks. My boy Brown One doesn't like him. Okay, how am I gonna line this up perfectly? There it is. This is me and Shanks. It was cool to meet him. In fact, the guy who's in my pool, who's his teammate, took the picture. I had Shanks actually watching me play at Evo. So a dude who took top 8 at Evo that year was watching me play in my pool match. You want to talk about anxiety? Imagine going 0-2 in front of one of the guys you watch at Combo Breaker, at CEO, at different major tournaments, and actually got to talk to him. And he's watching you. The TO also watching me lose, but they still gave me words of encouragement. They still told me like, "Yo, that was a cool match. That was close. This, and that." I understand 100% where you're coming from with having anxiety when competing. But if you're able to get over those nerves, it just makes you that much stronger. Like, no lie. I know I'm a little drunk, but this is legit coming from the things I've experienced in the last year of me competing like this. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he was actually watching me the first time until I looked back and I saw it. The second time he watched me, I was just playing my game because I was focused on my opponent. I was trying my best to not go 0-2 in bracket, but at the same time, I knew he was watching. So I guess my determination to not go 0-2 trumped his trumped the idea of me knowing that he was actually there. This is him. This is me knowing that he's watching. This is me not wanting to go 0-2. I still went 0-2, but my mentality was up here. So if I can do it, and this is my first year competing like this, I know you can do it. Especially if you're playing MK11. Like I said, I met one of the best players who never took a top 8 at any major, in Big D. He's one of my favorite players in the FGC. I've talked to Tweety before. I seen Sonic Fox Lab Tech in person at Evo. None of that intimidated me before. And I think it's because the Tekken Atlanta community, one of the guys from the FGC in Atlanta told me, like, hey, when he comes to tournament, he's not worried about his opponent. Only thing he's worried about is the controller messing up. He said he believes that he trained enough, he believes that he can win, and he knows he can win. So he's not even worried about the fact that his opponent may be strong. Because at the end of the day, they're just like you and me. They bleed the same blood, and they all are hungry to win. The only difference is who has the drive to win more. When I heard him say that, only thing he cares about is the controller not messing up, I think that struck a chord with me because, like, those 2 hours before my actual pool match for Dragon Ball started. So, yeah. Even worse for me. No cap. For real, Chasm got nervous at some of our locals. But yeah, Atlas seen that, man. He seen me. Because I suck. I could have won a round. Totally bombed when I was up 2 characters. Yeah, that happens, It's about who can rebound and be stronger. That's, like, no cap. My nervousness comes from me just not being used to playing at a local scene. I purposely bought Dragon Ball FighterZ on PC. I already owned it on Xbox and PS4. I bought it on PC just to emulate what a tournament feeling would be like. And I still had nerves. Because I just not conditioned myself enough to go to locals. That's just the one thing I want to do. Once I get better at locals, look out, rest of the world. When Combo Breaker comes up and is in St. Charles, Illinois, or Evo, or potentially any other majors I may go to, I'm going to be a different person than where I am today. And that is 100% facts, no cap.